Welcome. Joining me is the one and only APA. No type racer today.
Vow of silence.
Vow of silence.
I broke it on Twitter though.
That's different. That's different. Is this going to hold through until you play 100 Thieves?
No.
Why not? Quid is not a native English speaker.
Well, you don't need a type for Dignitas. Like, I don't need the competitive advantage that typing gives me. Where's Dig?
Does it give a competitive advantage? I feel like there's now like 2 or 3 kills where you typed and then died like within like 5 to 10 seconds.
It's a global taunt, first off. But then it's a global taunt. In one of my Ziggs games, they turret Obi 5v0 bot lane with no minions. That for sure is just like global taunt.
Okay.
And then I was for sure just in some of their heads.
Yeah. All right. Well, today, Dignitas. We'll go to last week or Friday's game later, but Dignitas today felt easy. You guys looked calm. You showed Ari. Like, what do you make of this series?
I mean, the series was easy. Like, we think they're a very like standard team, like very vanilla. They do like most things by the book. Like group objectives, they're gonna fight the objective. So, like, we just had good scouting on them, and then I think we just had better lanes. Like, I think we won top all 3 games. I think I won mid all 3 games. We won bot all 3 games. We won jungle all 3 games.
What do you learn from a series like this?
Take his ass. No. I mean, to be honest, I think we learned an incredible amount in the FlyQuest series on Friday.
Sure.
And then we like took that over, like rolled that over into this series. And then probably the biggest thing that I learned was in game 1, I really griefed John and Core. It's when they dove bot lane, level 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And I like held my TP because I was greeding for an item, and I stayed on wave with no mana. And then Dove just got a free like tempo in the bot side. So I learned I can't do that, and I felt really bad about it. Like, I instantly apologized after the game. I'm like, fuck, sorry guys, you guys should not be getting dove there. Next time I won't let it happen.
Did they die? Did they?
Yeah, they got double killed.
No. Did they call you out on it, or you apologized before?
I apologized first. Like, okay. So I always leave stage really fast.
Yeah.
Maybe have to use restroom. Like, just went to talk to coaches about whatever. Like, talk to Hatham, our analyst, just to see like what they did that game.
Yeah.
And
Hatham Esports soccer man.
Literally, I opened the door and I looked to spawn. I'm like, fuck! I trolled bot lane so hard.
And he's like, yeah, you did.
Yeah. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? So that's probably the biggest thing I learned.
Yeah.
Games 2 and 3, super easy. I don't know. They were not that good today.
Yeah. It looked like it was cool to see you, the same team that played against FlyQuest, here today.
Yeah.
And so it made us feel like there was a lot more integrity that we can take away from that match. Going into that series, everyone was saying how well you were playing in scrims, how 100 Thieves, their scrims didn't line up with their results, and so that showed. But then it was cool that it showed your practice was working and you went toe-to-toe. That was a long series. You had an up and down series, games where you played well, games where you didn't. What are some of those takeaways that you guys had?
I think FlyQuest was attacking sideline really, really well. Yeah. Attacking me personally really well. Yeah. I know I had like I watched those games probably like 2 or 3 times now, like each game. So I know I've had a decent amount of depth in side lane. So I talked with like Impact a little bit and talked with Spawn about like how to combat that. And just, I mean, to be honest, that FlyQuest series was just like, it was just fist fight after fist fight after fist fight.
Yeah, man.
So we just watched a lot of fights. Like, I personally watched a lot of fights, and like I did this alone, like by myself. So I just watched all the fights, and I went, man, if I did like this here, like, click this way, shot charm or Ziggs bomb or whatever character I was playing that way, just like small like micro things.
Yeah. How often is it where one, you have a series, not just one game, but a series where it devolves into that? Because a lot of the time it feels like in review, we're thinking less about the micro and more about the macro. The team should be here. You need to call this communications. Whereas you just said it, you got the review of, wow, if I microed this here, that whole fight changes the whole dichotomy. Like, what is that like to just be able to be like, man, that was really good hands practice?
I mean, to be honest, FlyQuest plays the same way in scrims as they showed on stage there. It's just, like in scrims, it's either we're going 15-0 versus them and we're running them, or they're going 15-0 versus us and they're running us. On stage, it was like still a fist fight, but like significantly closer. And like some games were going 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's just like that series genuinely felt like a scrim series first FlyQuest, and we're just like the entire series up until the last fight.
Yeah, because it was a lot of like, 2 for 4s or 3 for 4s, but never anything that was a clean ace.
There were so many fights, especially in my RE games, that was just like this close.
Yeah.
If like someone played low, just like 1% better, it swings the entire fight.
So is the takeaway play better and expect that the next series, if you ever get to play against them, it's fight better? Or is it, man, we should really be taking like 60-40 fights and not 50-50 fights?
Well, part of the takeaway is to fight better, for sure. But we did, in my opinion, a lot of good things. We were very aggressive. We had very good tempo in most of that series. And then we did a lot of things we talked about that we would do in scrims.
Yeah.
But, we did some bad things. Isolate, Destin side lane. I remember like when we were connecting to plays, like sometimes we would get picked off. I know some of our lanes were like kind of just shit.
Yeah.
Like, not to throw anyone under the bus, just like Impact, for example, game 1, like Whipple played really, really well.
Yep.
And he was like, just left on an island, dove like 2-3 times, and that Renekton was a scary fucking crocodile that game.
Yep.
So, yeah.
When it comes to kind of just this year, right? Given the fact that you guys finished on the upper side, the winning side of the bracket, then your loss is just a 1-game loss, a 3-2 loss to FlyQuest, and then you get the lower bracket boost of just dumping on Dignitas. It feels like you guys have like some good momentum moving on to the rest of the series.
No, we said I was talking with Core about this. We said we have 5 experience points going into the Dig series, and now we have 8 experience points on like other teams, like 100 Thieves, for example. Okay, I guess they do also.
They also have it.
They also have 8 experience points, but I think our experience is like 2x boosted.
Yeah.
Because our really close series was against probably the best team in the league, FlyQuest, and then our stomp was against probably the worst team in playoffs, Dig. So for them it was worse, like swapped.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you've got 5 wins out of those 8 experience points, and they have three wins out of their 8 experience points.
Yeah. So we're just like me and Cord joked about it. We just talked like we have 8 experience points now, and then we're just like carrying that on. We have more EXP than 100 Thieves now.
Yeah. 1 win away from making it to finals weekend, back to being a top 3 mid laner on a top 3 team. Like, again, you're still within 1 year of playing competitive, right? Like, how crazy is this?
I mean, to me, it's not that crazy. Like, I think I work personally really hard. My entire team works really hard.
Yeah.
We're all in the office for like 14, 15, even 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
So to me, it's no surprise. I think, to be honest, people just love to hate me, and fuck them. So who cares?
All right. Final words for your fans over at Team L.
To my fans, just thank you for watching and supporting me. I think I'm like peaking at a good time. I think TL as a team is peaking at a good time. So I'm very excited for playoffs. I think we're going to win this year.
APA, everyone. The vow of silence. We'll see. No vow of silence, right?
It's broken.
All right. Well, he was able to keep it for 1 series. We'll see if he's able to do what he's going to do next. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Congrats, Ian.